Hey Gearheads, welcome back to the channel, where we break down everything you need to know in the simplest, clearest, and most exciting way possible. Now let me ask you this, have you ever stepped on the gas, felt your car speed up, and wondered, what's actually happening between the engine and the wheels? Well, today we're diving into one of the coolest and most underrated parts of your car, the transmission. This system is literally the reason your car can climb a steep hill, cruise on the highway, or smoothly roll through city traffic without your engine stalling or exploding. By the end of this video, you'll understand not just how gears work, but why they're the real MVPs of your car's performance. Trust me, after today, you'll never look at that gear shifter or even your car in the same way again. A quick reminder to subscribe, like, and share this video. All right, before we get into the nuts and bolts, let's answer the big question. Why do cars even need gears? Think of your engine like an athlete. It's strong, but it doesn't have unlimited stamina. Every engine has a sweet spot called the power band. That's where it delivers maximum torque and horsepower. But here's the problem. Your wheels don't always need the same kind of power. Imagine trying to start running a marathon at full sprint. You'd burn out instantly. That's what would happen if your engine tried to go straight from zero to highway speed without gears. Gears act like a coach. They decide when to slow things down, when to speed them up, and how to make sure your engine always performs at its best. Without gears, your car would stall the moment you tried to pull away from a stoplight. Or worse, it would over-rev and destroy itself on the highway. So, in short, no gears, no driving. Now, let's zoom in. At its core, a gear is just a wheel with teeth that meshes with another wheel with teeth. Simple, right? But the power of gears lies in their size and how they interact. Here's a fun way to think about it. Picture two playground merry-go-rounds connected by chains. If one is tiny and spins really fast, it can make the bigger one move slowly but with a ton of force. If the bigger one drives the smaller one, the opposite happens. It spins the small one super fast but with less force. That's exactly what happens in your car. Big gear driving small gear equals speed. Small gear driving big gear equals torque. And that balance of speed versus torque is the whole point of your transmission. Now here's where things get interesting. Gear ratios. A gear ratio is just how many times one gear spins compared to another. Let's put it into real-life driving. In first gear, the ratio might be something like 3:1. That means your engine gear spins 3 times for every one turn of the wheels. That gives you huge torque, perfect for starting from a stop or climbing a hill. By the time you're in 5th gear, that ratio might be 1:1, or even less. Now 1 spin of the engine equals 1 spin of the wheels. Less torque, but much higher speed, perfect for the highway. Think of it like pushing a friend on a swing. If you push fast and short, the swing moves slowly, but with strength. If you push with long, steady motions, the swing travels higher and faster. Gears let your car choose which kind of push it needs. Now let's talk about control. With a manual transmission, you, the driver, are in charge. You press the clutch to disconnect the engine from the wheels, select a new gear with the shifter, and release the clutch to re-engage. It's like being the conductor of an orchestra. You decide exactly when to shift to keep the car performing at its best. Enthusiasts love it because it feels connected and engaging. With an automatic transmission, the car does the hard work. It uses sensors, hydraulics, and electronics to decide when to shift. That means smooth transitions, easier driving in traffic, and no worrying about stalling. Modern automatics are so advanced, they can often shift faster and more efficiently than most human drivers. Different systems, same goal, keeping your engine happy while giving your wheels exactly what they need. A quick reminder to subscribe, like, and share this video. All right, gearheads, let's take a look under the hood. A manual transmission is basically a set of shafts lined with different gear pairs. You've got your input shaft, coming from the engine, your output shaft, going to the wheels, and a counter shaft in between. When you shift, what you're really doing is sliding a collar that locks a different gear pair to the shaft, changing the ratio. An automatic transmission, though, is like science fiction. Instead of just simple gear pairs, it uses planetary gear sets. Picture a tiny solar system, a sun gear in the middle, planet gears orbiting around it, and a ring gear surrounding the whole thing. By locking or unlocking different parts of this system, you can create multiple gear ratios in a very small space. Add in a torque converter, basically a fluid coupling instead of a clutch, and you've got smooth, seamless gear changes without any pedal pressing. Not all transmissions are built alike. A truck has lower gears designed for maximum torque. That's why they can tow boats or haul heavy loads up steep roads. A sports car uses close ratio gears. That means each gear is closer in ratio to the next, allowing for rapid acceleration and keeping the engine in its power band. Modern cars often come with 8, 9, or even 10-speed automatics. More gears means the engine can always find the perfect ratio, improving both performance and fuel efficiency. And then you've got CVTs, or continuously variable transmissions. Instead of fixed gears, CVTs use pulleys and belts to create an infinite number of gear ratios. It's like having every possible gear at once. Some people don't like how they feel, but they're incredibly efficient. Still a bit fuzzy? Let's go every day. Imagine you're pushing a heavy shopping cart. If you try to sprint right away, you'll struggle. That's like starting in fifth gear. Your legs, the engine, can't give the cart enough torque. But if you lean in and push slowly with more force, the cart starts rolling. That's first gear. Once it's moving, you can walk faster and faster with nearly as much effort. That's shifting into higher gears. Your transmission is basically the system that makes sure your car pushes that shopping cart in the smartest way possible. Here's the not-so-fun part. Transmissions are expensive, like second most expensive thing to replace after your engine. So here's how to keep yours alive. Check and change your transmission fluid. Think of it like oil for gears. It keeps everything cool and slippery. Manual drivers don't ride the clutch. That's like walking with one shoe dragging on the ground. It wears out fast. Avoid slamming gears. Shifting aggressively might feel cool, but your transmission hates it. For automatics, never shift from drive to reverse while still moving. That's basically asking your transmission to tear itself apart. Before we wrap up, let's take a peek at the future. With electric vehicles becoming more common, traditional multi-gear transmissions might become less important. Why? Because electric motors produce instant torque across a wide range of speeds. Many EVs get by with just a single-speed transmission. But that doesn't mean gears are going away anytime soon. As long as internal combustion engines exist, transmissions will remain one of the most vital systems in every car. So, the next time you press the gas and your car glides forward, remember it's your transmission doing all the behind-the-scenes work, translating your engine's power into smooth, usable motion. Gears may look simple, but they're the unsung heroes that make modern driving possible. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more clear and exciting explanations, and tell me in the comments, are you Team Manual, Team Automatic, or maybe Team Future EV? Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep those gears turning smoothly.